You are already keenly aware of the enormous responsibility that comes with providing a facility of this nature to such vast numbers of people around the clock. You know that this is a high-risk environment, and your duty of care to the tens of thousands of people who pass through Brisbane Airport on a daily basis, their families, your staff and your shareholders is your number one concern. You already understand that, and so do we. Upholding our responsibilities for safety and service to airport passengers, key stakeholders and our staff in a high-risk environment is in our DNA. It is the foundation on which our business has been built. We know that the margin for error is wafer thin and the consequences of poor maintenance potentially catastrophic. You see, the Nichols family and Park Forge have been a part of the development of the Brisbane International Airport since day one. Our business has a long and very proud history with the Brisbane International Airport. We have worked on the site for more than 27 years, and the service delivery we can provide ranges from the car parks to the control tower and everything in between. Importantly, our emergency response times have set a new higher standard in the industry. Our safety record speaks for itself, and we have enjoyed working collaboratively and harmoniously with every airport management body at the site since 1980. In that time, we've helped to develop and deliver high standards of service and to innovate and problem solve in response to environmental challenges which are unique to the site. In the early days, our client was the Department of Housing and Construction, and we propagated, prepared and planted 1.5 million casuarinas on the property on behalf of the DHC. In those days, Greg Nichols was a founding director and field manager of the company that worked for 4 years on the Casuarina Reforestation Project and numerous other new airport construction works. Preparing the new airport to open in time for the huge influx of visitors to the city for Expo 88 was a massive undertaking, to say the least. Our staff reworked, sowed and established the flanks of the grassland area adjacent to 1432. Further, we were responsible for oversowing, maintenance, mowing and weed control of the 1432 and also 0119 runway grasslands, right up to the opening of the new airport. Our crew worked on the original landscaping, plantings, apron lighting, minor civil work and building maintenance all those years ago. When management of the Brisbane Airport was handed over to the Federal Airports Corporation, our involvement continued, with ongoing responsibility for landside grounds maintenance of Brisbane Airport over the following 5 years. Park Forge Management collaborated with the Federal Airport Corporation to develop and maintain the fire trail system. We also developed signage and turnarounds within the Casuarina Forest, which has now been cleared for the brand new parallel runway. As the scope of work expanded, we trained and developed our staff to carry out the highest safety and compliance standards of emergency night works. They were involved with the remediation of major blasts on the 0119 runway. This included securing and establishing turf species directly in the jet blast areas. More recently, our workforce was involved with the A380 jet blast issue of asphalt pavements. Over the years, Park Forge personnel have been upskilled to perform every conceivable building and maintenance task required on this site to our exacting standards. When Brisbane Airport Corporation took over the management of Brisbane Airport, our crews added airside construction works to their skill set. Airside construction works include the PAPI lighting system upgrade works on 1432 and 119, the rapid exit taxiway, electrical pit upgrade and the perimeter road upgrade works. Because of the nature and scope of the work Park Forge staff have performed on the Brisbane Airport site, the business has evolved to specifically respond to high-risk, nighttime and emergency work. This has become our specialty. Park Forge Group was founded by environmental landscaping engineer specialist Greg Nichols, and despite the growth of the company over 27 years of impeccable service delivery, it remains a hands-on family affair. Greg's son, Luke Nichols, has taken over as director, and his father's commitment to safety, risk management and exceptional service remains the lifeblood of Park Forge. Park Forge has demonstrated decades of stability and commitment to the consecutive management bodies of the Brisbane Airport site through their ongoing dedication to their own workforce. They understand that excellent service delivery and the highest standards of risk management are only possible through a stable, responsive and happy workforce. Parkforge knows that the sustainability of high caliber staff can only come about through a culture of continual training and improvement, mutual respect and fundamental understanding of the magnitude of their responsibilities in a work environment such as this. To this day, our management office, staff, plant and equipment are based at the Brisbane Airport site, which facilitates not only our familiarity of the site, but our responsiveness to emergency situations. Parkforge Group continually invests in staff to ensure the highest standards of skill and workmanship are maintained at all times. We provide regular OR intensive inductions and training for each and every member of our site staff to refresh and update their skill set. In addition to the many hours of training, regular medicals, drug and alcohol testing, airside driver training and maintenance of ASICs for all our staff is carried out on an annual basis. A fundamental commitment to risk management and safety are at the core of our culture. There is simply no room for anything less. We know that having an impeccable safety record is not a function of good luck. Our staff remain with Parkforge for an average of 4 to 12 years, which is an exceptional low turnover figure in this industry. Those who move on to start their own businesses typically come back to Parkforge to contract their services, and in return, we benefit from their skills and experience. There is a strong sense of familiarity amongst the workforce with the Brisbane Airport site. This is a key to our capacity to manage risk and instill a strong sense of pride in workmanship. We hold an open class builder's licence and have been involved in completing a wide range of landside works, such as car parks, water main repairs, sewer main repairs, electrical works and lighting including design, data cabling and fibre optic cabling, installation of various parking control systems. The airside services our personnel can deliver, and in fact deliver right now on a daily basis, include perimeter road and apron line marking works, including removal and remarking. Routine and emergency maintenance works such as slashing airside, including works requiring airside operation officers, mowing of movement area guidance signs, herbicide spraying airside, sweeping works, signage supply and installation, perimeter fence repair and construction, mechanical servicing of Brisbane Airport Corporation airfield maintenance equipment during a BAC staff shortage. This subcontractor has transitioned to BAC and is the current service provider. During the delivery of the airfield grounds maintenance, we will be tracking each staff member by GPS. Work zones will be geo-fenced to ensure that works are carried out in the correct area with the appropriate controls in place. This will be coupled with a connectable tablet system to disseminate work orders to staff and report back on current work status. This will provide a constant pulse of the works being conducted. Over the past 10 years, Parkforge workers have been intermittently integrated with Brisbane Airport Corporation staff. This has been in response to shortages of skilled, experienced and insured personnel with Brisbane Airport Corporation core staff. This has given us invaluable experience in Brisbane Airport Corporation company culture, standards, practices and procedures. Happily, the transition for Parkforge staff to work alongside the Brisbane Airport Corporation staff has been smooth and swift for one very simple reason. The values and cultures of the Brisbane Airport Corporation are very closely aligned to ours. Like you, we know that safety and service are paramount. Our company has the flexibility and experience to upskill our core staff to step into virtually any role, and we have a time-tested process for engaging subcontractors to work airside at short notice. Further, we have a wide variety of plant and equipment to support a variety of emergency and construction requirements. Our close proximity to Brisbane Airport only strengthens this capability. In fact, we can see the clear potential for the Brisbane Airport Corporation to reduce the costs of servicing and maintaining heavy plant and equipment over time by taking advantage of our equipment, which is serviced and on standby, on site and ready to work at a moment's notice. Insurance goes hand in glove with risk management. and all Park Forge staff are covered by public liability insurance of up to $50 million. In fact, our insurance cover is so comprehensive that staff subcontracted by Park Forge are also covered to the same value. Innovation has been a key driver of the Park Forge business since its inception. And nowhere is this in greater evidence than in our response to environmental challenges. While our long-established contact network generally allows us to quickly source solutions to often complex and unique issues, we frequently need to innovate and invent our own solutions. A recent example of this includes a delicate strategy to relocate the protected white-bellied sea eagle's nest from the new parallel runway site. Another consultation-driven assignment was the development of a large-scale recycling project. This was to recycle soil and waste timber cleared in preparation for the parallel runway. This project included a pilot program and design and delivery of topsoil and mulch to area stages 1 and 2. More than 280,000 cubic meters of product are currently in production and managed by Park Forge. We estimate that this project has saved the Brisbane Airport Corporation more than $10 million. Today we have talked about commitment, flexibility and innovations. We have touched on tasks, numbers and statistics. But the reality is, in the big picture, none of this matters. All of us in this room are here for the same reason. We have a common objective at the core of our business, a well-defined sense of purpose and responsibility, and that is to keep people safe. On the roads and in the car parks, in the terminals and at the boarding gates, in the service and support vehicles, and of course, in the air. Just like your business, our business is fundamentally about people. Our people are skilled, experienced and familiar with both the Brisbane Airport site and the Brisbane Airport Corporation company culture and expectations. They have a fierce sense of pride in their workmanship, and they understand beyond question that the safety of thousands of people rests in their hands 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Just like you.